Hi guys, welcome to the Code with Navneet. So today we have a topic called caching. What is caching? As we all understand, right? Accessing a memory which is very fast, or storing a data to this memory where you are accessing is very fast, right? Accessor is very fast. So that is called caching. Like suppose you have a data stored in the HDD, and whatever time you are accessing, right? Whatever time it will take to access the data from hard disk. Instead of that, if we use RAM and store the data into the RAM, so it will be very fast to access, right? So what exactly caching means? So like suppose you have a hard disk and you have a RAM. So okay, we can take example of SSD and we can take example of RAM. So suppose if you want to access something from here, right, it will take 1 second. So from STD, maybe it will take 1 by 10 seconds. And then if we talk about RAM, right, to access the data, it may take 1 by 100 seconds. Now, the question here is why it is like this? Because STD is faster than HDD and RAM is faster than HDD. So, caching is nothing but a technique, a concept or a technique to store data, okay, to store the data in a fast memory. So, in a fast memory for quick access. So that is called caching. Now, how will we do caching, right? That question will occur. So definitely for that you might have to do something like using something specific hardware, which through that you can use the caching, right? So basically, how will you do caching? The question is caching. If we talk about RAM, right? So when we talk about RAM, it is a temporary access. So when your system is go down, it will um, it's a temporary access. So when the system is off, right, so RAM, whatever you store in the RAM will also go down. So RAM is like a very temporary memory, and but it is very fast. If you are access from the RAM, right, it is very faster than the HDD. Now what will happen, like how will you decide what data to store into the RAM and what data not to store into the RAM? So what you have to do is, so there is something called 80-20 ratio. Okay, 80-20 ratio is there. So what this 80-20 ratio is saying is, so you will store 20% of data. You should store 20% of data. So I would say store. Okay, let me do that in a, okay. So what you have to do is store 20% of data which 80% you have accessed. So you have to store data which you have access 80% of like 20% of your data which you have access 80%, like 10 times you will open notepad plus plus, right, out of 12. So suppose 80% you have access notepad plus plus, so notepad plus plus will store into the RAM. So whenever you are going to access, it will open from there, or maybe other things. So that is kind of a caching thing. So now suppose you put, right, okay, now you have cache, you want to save it. How will you eviction happen? How will eviction happen, right? Get cache eviction policies, how will you do that? So like we have LRU means least recent used, means whoever is not used recently, not used recently, right, you have to evict it. Okay, so other thing is like, this is the least recent use, means the last time you have access is like suppose you have access something notepad plus plus or something in RAM. You run one program just now, and you are not running it after 10 days, you want to open it, so it will not open from the RAM. It will go and store into the hard disk whenever you want to open. Or basically when we talk about data, right, suppose there is in a database you are actually using, like Facebook, you are opening it, right? Every time. You might have seen, okay, you are seeing that it will show you the whenever you logged in, but you didn't logged out, and you close it, go down. So next time when you come and you every day open 10 times, right? So it will start from the same place, and then it will update. So since he has stored that data into the RAM, right? So that is called recently used. But suppose you have now opened the Facebook, but 10 days you didn't open it, and you are using some other application. When you open the Facebook, right, it will not go and open the same page what you have opened. It will update that, and then it will show you. So you will get the recent thing. You will not get the same thing. So that is called least recently used. Same way, most recently used. So it means that most recently used, as we understand by its name, right? Means whatever you are using, that will be go. It's upon the requirement. Then other is FIFO, fee first come first out. Then LIFO is also there, last in first out. Same way, like we know about this LIFO and FIFO, right? So same way, LFU is there, least frequently used. It is same as, I think you can say least frequently used or least recently used. Both are almost same. The way they implement is bit different, but not much. Then other is a random replacement. Okay, so other is a sorry, random random replacement. So anything you can replace. So it depends on the problem statement. So how will it happen? So this is okay. This is one thing. Now, when your cache will be invalidated. Okay. So now we can think of when the cache is cache invalidation, or there are lots of cache, lots of techniques. So like write through cache, write around cache, write back cache, guys. So like cache invalidation, right? Okay, sorry. Cache invalidation. So when we talk about is write through cache. So write through cache means you are writing in the cache plus db. You will write in cache and db same time. So this is write through cache. Okay, this is write through cache. Now another is write back cache. Write back cache. So write back cache means first you will go and write into the cache only, and later it will go into the db. So write back cache means first cache, okay, while coming back, while coming back, write in db. Okay, so this is called write back cache. When we say write around cache, so write around cache is also one thing. I would say write around cache. So when I say write around cache, right? So what will happen is we will write in db only, write into the db. So after some time, write in cache. So we don't know when we will going to write, but we will write. So that is called write around cache. So that's it from the caching. We will understand the caching techniques after maybe in the next video, which is called hashing. So we will go through it. We will learn hashing into the next video. Okay, guys, that's it from the today's video. We'll meet again. Thank you. Bye.